democracy is not the only thing that we need to aim at. Ecology is the other.
Yeah.
Because we're destroying ourselves. We're at grave risk of self-annihilation, or massive cataclysmic impacts of our unecological manner of taming and dominating the natural environment. That's fundamental. It's so.
Now, thank you for bringing that up, Robin, because that is very interesting, and you found a way to connect that too. How the ecological unconscious develops in a baby when they are in their natural habitat, which is with in her mother's arms, and so this connects with raising our children with paid maternity leave that still doesn't exist in so many countries, or it
really does.
And how raising our children really supports the society where we live for everybody's benefit and for the planet too. So please tell us about it, because that's a fascinating connection that you have made. And
well, I didn't create that philosophy, but I understand it, and I'm a messenger of it rather than the initiator of it. And I'm not alone. There's many, but I think that at first it might seem like an odd thing, and I'm never quite sure how to explain it. Like, why do the way we treat babies, what has that got to do with how they treat nature when they grow up? And absolutely, and I'll tell you that George Lakoff, who's a social researcher from the United States, him and a few others have done amazing social surveys, large-scale social surveys that really demonstrate a very powerful link between people that have been raised with very authoritarian styles of parenting, like do as you're told or else. I'm right because I'm older, and you must obey. Those people end up voting against green initiatives. That's a tendency. It's not always the case, but it's a very powerful tendency nonetheless. And the reverse is true. If you tend to come from a more partnership style of family, more democratic styles of child raising, you're more likely to naturally be the person that understands that the only true economy is the green economy, and that you have a more natural fraternity, in a sense, with the non-human world. You're more moved in your heart by the non-human world. Why is that? There are many reasons why that is the case. How our relationship to nature is conditioned deeply at the neurological and endocrine and immunological level of our nature and our psychology, where our childhood conditions how we will relate not just to other humans, but to the natural world. One easy way to illustrate this is that when you come from a dominator style of culture, the boss rules, the rest obey. Dad's right, mum's right, you're wrong. And there's a lot of parenting books that are about taming children, the language of taming toddlers. In the same way that we tame domesticated animals. Tame. We tame nature. That psychological collective mindset of taming is intrinsically and inescapably a form of violence. And when we brought up inside of that paradigm, I was tamed and now must tame my children and tame people, tame myself, punish myself when I'm bad, quote unquote. Then inside of that paradigm, when we just don't even know how to live in partnership paradigm, of course we tame nature. You see trees, you want to tame it. You want to chop down, we create rectangles. Notice that we don't grow ecosystems for our food. We grow monocrops where the entire horizon is one perfect field of grain, which is the reason why we get all of the pests and all of the weeds and all of the illnesses and all of the destruction.